The journey to the Isle of Skye begins long before you arrive. It starts with a whisper on the wind, calling to your wild side. Even before you set foot on the island, there's a sense of anticipation, a pull that tugs at your spirit and stirs your imagination. It's as if the land itself is reaching out, inviting you to leave the ordinary behind and step into a world shaped by myth, weather, and time. I remember the drive through the Scottish Highlands, each turn revealing new, breathtaking vistas. The road twists and climbs, bordered by wild heather and ancient stone walls, and every mile brings you deeper into a landscape that feels untouched by the modern world. The further you go, the more the outside world seems to fade away, replaced by the raw beauty of the Highlands. The mountains grew, their peaks brushing the clouds, and anticipation filled the air. The mist clung to the slopes, swirling around the summits like a living thing, hinting at secrets hidden in the valleys below. It's a landscape that feels both welcoming and mysterious, as if it's guarding stories older than memory. As the Skye Bridge appeared, my heart raced. This was the gateway to a realm of myth and majesty. The bridge itself is a ribbon of possibility, stretching across the water and connecting two worlds, the familiar and the fantastical. Crossing felt like a rite of passage. The mainland faded and Skye opened up, vast and enchanting. The landscape seemed to shift as soon as I crossed, the colours deepening, the air growing sharper, and the sense of adventure intensifying with every passing moment. The air changed, crisper, scented with sea salt and earth, promising adventure. There's a freshness here that fills your lungs and clears your mind, as if the island itself is welcoming you with open arms. The first glimpse of Skye's interior is unforgettable. Sweeping greens, the jagged Highlands mountains, and a sky in constant motion. The clouds race overhead, casting shifting shadows across the hills, and the light changes by the minute, painting the landscape in endless shades of green and gold. I stopped often just to let the scale of it all sink in. Each pause was a chance to breathe, to listen to the wind, and to feel the ancient energy that seems to pulse through the ground beneath your feet. Here the world feels bigger and your worries shrink. The vastness of the land puts everything in perspective, reminding you how small you are in the face of such grandeur. The weather is ever-changing, sunlight one moment, mist the next, reminding you that nature is in charge. It's a place where you learn to embrace the unexpected, to find beauty in the shifting moods of the sky and the land. You're a guest, privileged to witness Skye's unfolding story. Every moment feels like a gift, a fleeting glimpse into a world that exists on its own terms. The landscape commands respect and captures your imagination instantly. The cliffs and crags seem to whisper legends, and every rock and stream feels steeped in history. There's a reason they call it the Misty Isle. The fog rolls in without warning, transforming the familiar into something magical and unknown, and you can't help but feel like you've stepped into a storybook. The journey had only just begun, but I was already under its spell. Every sight, every sound, every breath felt charged with possibility, as if the island itself was sharing its secrets with me. Skye is a place where legends feel alive. The stories of fairies, warriors, and ancient kings seem to echo in the hills and glens, and you can almost believe that magic is real here. And from the very first moment, you know you're somewhere extraordinary. Skye doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you, leaving you changed, inspired, and longing to explore every hidden corner of this wild, misty isle. My first walk on Skye was simple yet profound. A path along the coastline, sea on one side, green hills on the other. Every step felt like entering a living painting, the landscape shifting with every cloud and gust of wind. The colours are vivid, deep greens, bright moss, turquoise waters, and purple heather stretching to the horizon. I paused often, just to breathe it all in. The small details captivated me, dewdrops on webs, lichen patterns, tiny flowers in rocky cracks. Skye teaches you to slow down and notice beauty everywhere. Walking here is a multisensory experience. The wind, the distant waterfalls, the earthy scent of peat and sea spray. You don't just see Skye, you feel it. My first steps were more than a walk. They were the start of a conversation with the island. And that conversation deepened with every trail I explored. The Highlands feels like a world out of fantasy, a place where the line between reality and myth blurs with every step you take. This landscape is so dramatic, so otherworldly, it could easily be the setting for a Tolkien novel or a scene from ancient legend. The trail begins with a steep climb, your legs burning as you ascend, but each step rewards you with ever more spectacular views, rolling hills, jagged cliffs, and endless sky. Extraordinary rock formations, the Needle, the Table, the Prison, each with its own legend and mystery, rise around you like ancient sentinels, their shapes sculpted by time and weather. The narrow path clings to the escarpment, with sheer cliffs plunging down on one side and a deep, wild valley stretching out on the other, making every step feel like an adventure. It's a walk that demands your full attention, yet the views are so endlessly distracting that you can't help but pause again and again to take it all in. Along the way, I met a hiker who'd returned for 50 years, proof that the wonder here never fades and that each visit reveals something new, no matter how many times you return. Completing the Quirang loop leaves you tired but deeply renewed, your spirit humbled by the vastness and beauty that surrounds you, and your mind filled with a sense of awe. As the late sun casts golden light across the valley, the landscape transforms, glowing with a warmth that feels almost magical as you make your descent. The Quirang isn't just a hike, it's a pilgrimage for the soul, a journey that invites reflection and wonder at every turn. Here you leave the ordinary world behind, stepping into a realm shaped by nature's wild imagination and ancient forces. Nature's artistry is on full display in the Quirang, and when you return, you carry a piece of its magic with you, forever changed by the journey. The Old Man of Skye is Skye's icon, a towering finger of rock pointing skyward, shrouded in mist and legend. Locals say it was shaped by giants, and standing at its base, you can almost believe the stories. This ancient sentinel has watched over the island for millennia, its silhouette etched against the ever-changing Scottish sky. The hike starts gently, winding through lush green slopes and scattered wildflowers, then climbs steeply, muscles burning as the world expands around you. Each step takes you higher, the air growing cooler and fresher, the landscape unfolding in layers of green, grey and blue. From above, the sound of Rasay and distant mountains unfold like a map, their contours softened by drifting clouds. The sea glimmers far below and the horizon seems endless, inviting you to pause and take it all in. The old man grows larger with every step, his weathered face a reminder of ancient times and the relentless power of nature. The rock surface is rough and pitted, shaped by centuries of wind and rain, each crack telling a story of endurance. Reaching the viewpoint is pure triumph. Surrounded by a cathedral of rock, you feel both small and alive. The vastness of the landscape humbles you, yet fills you with a sense of accomplishment and wonder. The wind whistles through the stones, creating an ethereal music that echoes across the hills. It's as if the land itself is singing, a haunting melody that lingers in your memory. Sitting quietly, you sense the sacredness of this place. The silence is profound, broken only by the distant call of birds and the soft rustle of grass. Here time seems to slow and you can simply be. The descent is time for reflection. The climb clears your head, the views fill your heart. Each step down is a chance to savor the journey, to look back at the path you've conquered and the memories you've made. The Old Man of Skye is more than a rock, it's a challenge and an inspiration. At sunrise or sunset, its silhouette glows with golden light, reminding you of nature's power and beauty. It tests your body and rewards your spirit. The sense of achievement is matched only by the breathtaking views and the camaraderie of fellow hikers. Here, you find clarity and calm. The vast open spaces and dramatic scenery invite you to breathe deeply and let go of everyday worries. And you carry that feeling long after you leave, the memory of the climb and the majesty of the Old Man of Skye staying with you, calling you back to the clouds. The fairy pools at the foot of the Black Quillan are pure magic, crystal clear pools and waterfalls in a landscape of colour. The walk follows the River Brittle, its water so clear you see every pebble. Each pool is a turquoise oasis connected by cascading falls. Brave souls swim in the icy water, laughter echoing through the glen. The energy here is vibrant, the water sparkling with a magical light. The dark Quillan peaks rise behind, a dramatic contrast to the delicate beauty below. Hours slip by as you hop from rock to rock, lost in wonder. The fairy pools cleanse more than the landscape, they refresh the soul. Their magic is real, the magic of untamed nature, and it stays with you long after you leave. Skye's wildlife is everywhere, if you know where to look. Seals bask on rocks, watching with curious eyes before slipping into the sea. Above, white-tailed sea eagles soar, symbols of the island's wildness. Oyster-catchers, gannets and puffins add colour and life to the shores. Highland cows, with their shaggy coats and gentle eyes, graze peacefully, icons of the landscape. Sheep dot the hillsides, often causing woolly traffic jams on narrow roads. Their presence is part of Skye's soundtrack. These encounters connect you to the island's rhythm. On Skye, you're reminded that we're just one part of a much larger, wilder story. Skye's landscapes draw you in, but it's the people who make you want to stay. Islanders greet you with warmth and genuine curiosity. In a small cafe, I was welcomed like an old friend, sharing stories over tea and cake. On the trails, hikers from around the world become instant companions, swapping tips and tales. Community is everywhere. Honesty boxes at farm tracks, music in local pubs, and a spirit of trust. The people of Skye are proud of their home and eager to share it. Their kindness makes you feel like you belong, even if just for a while. Here, human connection is as much a part of the experience as the scenery. On Skye, you can find true silence, moments where only the wind and your heartbeat fill the air. Alone on a remote beach, I watched the tide, listened to the waves, and felt utterly at peace. These moments are rare and restorative, a chance to simply be present. Walking Skye's ancient landscapes, you sense the weight of history and the power of the elements. Wildflowers bloom in unlikely places, reminding you of nature's resilience. This connection with the land puts your own life in perspective. The peace you find here stays with you, a memory to draw on in busy times. Skye gives you a reservoir of calm to carry home. It's not an escape, it's a deeper reality, and it's a gift you'll never forget. My time on Skye was more than a trip, it was a journey of the heart. Skye challenges, inspires and changes you. It calls to the adventurer in us all. I invite you to walk its ancient paths, climb its mountains, and feel the warmth of its community. Whether you seek wild adventure or quiet reflection, Skye has something for you. Adventure can be as simple as a new path or a shared smile. Pack your boots, bring an open heart, and let the island work its magic. The Isle of Skye is a place of power and beauty, a journey that stays with you. Go create your own stories and let this enchanting island inspire you. The adventure is waiting. Your own journey starts now.